Hey guys, this is 97 Lego Maniac, and this is a very early Sunday vlog. The reason why it's super early because if you notice, my roommate isn't here because he's away at break, and this is actually today's the last day of break on Sunday. He should be arriving somewhere in the afternoon, along with most students. If you guys want to know what's the time right now, it's actually almost like 5:30 a.m. Why am I recording this early? Well, because I just randomly woke up somewhere at 4 and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wake up because I don't feel super tired right now. So yeah, but I'm probably gonna regret it much later when I go to Sunday worship this morning. So yeah, I'm gonna drink some coffee so I can hopefully stay awake during the sermon. Yeah, I have a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully this vlog isn't like over 15 minutes because there are a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, if you guys know Beyond the Brick, I was in their podcast, their live stream. I think live stream is a much better term. It's their 24-hour live stream. I originally wanted to join like 2 p.m. on Saturday, but then just in case, I actually joined earlier, so I joined on somewhere at 11 a.m. And I also joined like somewhere during Friday, like I think just for an hour, like 11 to 12 at midnight. So yeah, if you guys want to find out where I am, I'm like near the end of the first part, mostly the second part, and very little bit on the fourth. I was gonna continue like from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., but then I decided to drop it because a couple of my friends actually wanted to join in. So I offer to step down so that way they can take my place. But the thing is, most of us, to be honest, the live stream was kind of boring. We didn't get it for us customizers. We didn't really get much to say. It's mostly the builders there, and there's like some people I just think has to go, and they're just kind of annoying to be with. And to my friends who have been Skype for mostly all day yesterday, they know exactly whom I'm talking about. So, it's for charity. I mean, it's for a good cause. But if you guys want to find out where I am, it's just mostly these two, like the ending here and the ending here, and very little bit in the beginning and the fourth. So yeah, and to go back to my channel, during the podcast actually, during like the part one, at the end. We had like a 30-minute speed build of anything superhero related, so I quickly made this, and it's the Arkham Knight Batmobile. So if you take off the turret, so this is what it looks like, and if you put in attack mode, you can like split the wheels apart like that, and move the headlights a little bit just so it can kind of align and attach the turret, and there you have the attack mode of the Batmobile. So yeah, it's really cool. I was thinking of making an actual Batmobile for Batman for the showcase, but the thing is, these are the only wheels I have, and they're not big enough for the Batmobile. I probably might have to make that when I get back home, which is fine with me because when I go back home for the winter break, I'm not sure if I can take all this back because I don't have a duffel bag. I really need to plan out how am I gonna bring my stuff back for winter break. So yeah, also during the live stream, I did work on my Star Wars drawing a little bit. A lot of people on the stream actually complimented my drawing, which is really nice. This is what I have so far. All I basically did was this area, like basically like Rey stuff. It actually looks a lot better on camera, but if you look it up, but when I actually tried to do this, it was actually really difficult to draw, but for some reason it looks really good now. Yeah, Kylo Ren looks awesome, and I'm glad that he turned out really cool. Yeah, and I also worked on some customs, and I'll get to that. I have like a giant list here. Moving on to customs for new figures. I'm almost done with this prototype of Joker. The thing is, like, I painted damage on his forehead, but I just realized it wasn't perfectly aligned, and that means I have to redo that again. I might redo the mouth because the mouth does look kind of weird. Yeah, and this is a prototype of Joker. And if I decide to switch out like like for Joker, if I want to do something else differently, I might just scrap this figure. I'm planning to give this to someone for a birthday surprise. Yeah. And here's a base for like Arkham Knight Batman. I used the rest of the green stuff, but the thing is, most of the green stuff is like it's mostly the yellow parts, so I don't think it's fully dried yet. So yeah, so that's Batman. I also have a Dr. Light. She looks really cool. The thing is about the reason why the trench coat looks kind of weird now, because when I was cutting up the trench coat, I accidentally cut off the wrong parts, so I end up gluing those pieces back together, just so I can cut out the right parts, which is like the triangles up top of their shoulders. Yeah, that's why it looks a little bit chunky, because I accidentally cut out the triangles that I didn't mean to. So I accidentally made a mistake on that trench coat. So yeah, her face actually turned out a lot better than I thought. It actually does resemble her in the show, so I'm proud of that. She's basically done. It's just I need to like I need to sculpt her helmet mask thing. I tried to do it with that green stuff, but the thing is, when I tried to sculpt her mask, it looked really odd. I kind of like her without her mask, but I know most of you guys want her to have a mask, so I'm just doing that instead. Some people recommend like using a Magneto helmet or Ultra Agent's helmet. She doesn't have a helmet. She has a mask. I just realized I had this figure lying around, which is very useful for customs because I'm running out of black torsos, black arms, black hands, and black legs, and black everything in general, because I tend to use them a lot. No progress on Zoom, barely anything. Nah, they are done, the Teen Titans are done, but I just need my Brickforge order. I think they're gonna arrive tomorrow, hopefully along with Malcolm's package, which is the Star Wars figures, because I can't do anything unless I get my Star Wars figures back. So I can finish them off, and once I get Procreate, I can finally start sculpting on Poe and BB-8. Yes, I'm gonna sculpt some stuff on BB-8, and you'll figure out what. It's not gonna be that much. Oh yeah, and shout out to Aaron Lego Mac 9 for the crossbow design. His crossbow design for Chewbacca was actually a lot different. Well, kind of different because he didn't use the actual crossbow base. And his actually looks a lot more accurate than you can get, and you will find that out. I just want to give. I was just inspired by his design, so I decided to just make one. I'm not gonna make a Chewbacca soon, probably next year, and he's gonna be in the Wave 2 of Star Wars Force Awakens, because Wave 1 is basically new characters. Wave 2 is the old characters. Wave 3 is gonna be the First Order troopers. Like that includes like General Hux, if I even care about him, Captain Phasma, Stormtroopers, Flame Troopers, stuff like that. And Wave 4 will be like other figures that I decided to make after seeing the movie. Arkham Knight, still need to wait for the Van braces, and this is the figure I've been working on heavily yesterday, and that is Scarecrow, and I'm really liking how he turned out. It's really hard to explain what I did. I mean, there's no sculpting work on this guy. I'll tell you that. All these strings, all these like cylinder pieces, all like these tubes, all that stuff, the trench coat, all that was basically like existing Lego parts. I just like cut up and I just like crammed them all together, and he's looking really cool so far. He has to be one of my favorites up to this date so far. I made a lot of great minifigures. It's gonna be hard to decide, so yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Nothing on White Canary because it just doesn't seem necessary right now. And I haven't shown this at all, and that's a Fallout 4 suit. I haven't made any progress on this because I'm still waiting for Procreate so I can sculpt the arms and legs. So far, this is what I have. It's basically, I'm giving him a hot rod design, and for his arms and leg, I'm gonna like paint flames. That's what I'm planning to do. For the armor, this is the only color I'm gonna give, except for the white. And the front is just gonna be gray and silver design. That's basically it. That's the only color you're gonna see, and I'm gonna basically give some outlines. And yeah, I haven't played. I don't know Fallout 4, and nor do I really care about it. But you know, I want to help my buddy Josiah, and plus his sculpt is amazing. So I have to say, even though I don't care about Fallout 4, I think this is a great deal, and I'm actually really proud that I actually got the suit. So yeah, This is my own interpretation of the Fallout 4. It's my own version because I don't want to paint the boring black and gunmetal like a lot of people have been doing. Despite that, most of them have looked great so far. So what else? So I got all the custom for my channel videos. I uploaded Blackout finally. Transformer, and you notice he's not here because I destroyed him. I'm planning to make another one. So yeah, here's Blackout. He's available on my main channel if you guys want. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of tutorial. Oh yeah, I want to say thank you guys for so far for 3,300 subscribers. Seems like the sub rate for me is like going pretty high. Let's try by the end of this year. Let's try get at least 3,500. If we get 4,000, that'd be great. Because if you got, I believe last year, by the end of last year, I got somewhere in the hundred, like somewhere in 1,000, and almost by the end of this year, I've almost gained like 2,000 subscribers. So that is awesome. And I never talk about this, but I reached like over 1 million, like months ago. So. I don't really care about it. Oh, I got a new inbox, and that's whoever this. Yeah. Okay. Going back. Future plans. Yeah. For videos on my main channel, I am planning to make like basically I want to get at least 3 showcase done, and that is the Teen Titans spinoff that has Speedy, Aqualad, and Kid Flash. Oh yeah, I didn't show this guy, Constantine. Why is the camera's the brightness is looking weird. Here's Constantine. He looks really sweet. I actually like how his face turned out. I'm actually not done with him because when I was watching the show, I just realized he had something on his back, so I'm gonna add a little more on that. He's gonna have his own showcase. Wow, it's been a long time since I said that because usually I never give my characters their own showcase, but now I'm gonna do that with that. And then it's after these two, then I'm moving on to now I'm going to showcase Star Wars The Force Awakens. And yeah. And then maybe by the end of this year, I could possibly do the Arkham Knight showcase. And I have so far I have these 3 figures in plan. And I do have a 4th figure that I'm planning to make for a Batman site. And I'll tell you guys that a little bit later. This vlog is going to be pretty long. I can tell already. Oh no, that's Skype. No. And for Thanksgiving break, so far, yeah, in Thanksgiving break, originally I was gonna go back home, back to Pennsylvania, but that couldn't happen because of scheduling. There's conflicts with the bus schedule and stuff. But I'm kind of glad, yet kind of sad at the same time because I can't go back to my family to be with my cat and stuff like that. Yeah, because that's all I care about, my cat. But I kind of feel fine even without going to my family because I have these figures to keep me busy and my stinky feet. I've been like watching Jessica Jones. Oh yeah, Jessica Jones. What do I think of it? Quick thoughts. I think it's an okay show. It's pretty boring in the first half, but then later on it gets pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's better than Daredevil. I think Daredevil is much better in terms of quality, but for Jessica Jones, in terms like the dark, it's just Jessica Jones is a lot darker than Daredevil. I can say that, but it's not that. But it's not better in terms of a good quality show, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, and also I've been on Skype with a lot of great people. Shout out to Delta Customs, Jay Sparky Steel, Darren Customs. I've been on Skype with them for almost, and Malcolm Hoffman. I've been on Skype with those guys for a long time yesterday. It was actually great, and good time to chat with friends. But I'm stuck here with campus food though, and not with my mom's cooking, so I kind of miss that. And what else? College so far I've been doing nothing in college. I mean, I'm doing like this weird 2D design project when we have to like basically fuck around with Photoshop and post it on Tumblr. Yeah, that's what we basically have to do. And if I can like go to my account real quick. We have these things called obstructions, and we have these limits of what we have to do. For my obstructions, I have to make mine dumb. So what I did, I put on our The Thing, which was our previous project. So we basically so I basically made a Patrick. Same is mayonnaise an instrument, you know that famous quote. And yeah, these are my previous obstruction, which was like use a dream and make it disconnected. And that's what we had to do. We had to like make things artsy. And this one was like basically use crayons and stuff on the walk and use page 33 on the book. And that's what I did. This is just like random because like I was like, what am I gonna do? So yeah, that's a little quick thing on what I'm doing. Also, I have like a psych presentation I have to finish until next week. So far, I didn't even start at all. It's not that bad because all I need to do is just research some stuff and just talk about it. No PowerPoint needed, so that's great. And what else? That's basically it for college. I mean, college isn't that bad so far. It's just my only problem with it is art history, and when it comes to like tests and exams. In fact, I have the last exam in like 3 weeks. I should probably study for that because the last exam for art history I did not do well at all. And it was very unfortunate. And I actually did study a long time for it. I studied for a week for it, but the thing is I wasn't too focused into it, and I mostly studied the first half of the study guide when the test was mostly on the last half of the study guide, which was the stuff I barely studied on. So that sucked. And a couple of shout-outs. I already gave a shout-out to Aaron. I want to give a shout-out to Dylan because I liked his idea for oh yeah, also Sam too, because they both use the idea for using lever pieces for Scarecrow's mouth. I really like that design. And I think it looks really accurate, so shout out to these guys. I want to give them credit for it. And shout out to Ross, because apparently Robert Downey Jr. posted his Thanksgiving photo. I mean, that is super lucky. Even when I tag celebrities a lot on my stuff, no, I rarely get noticed, but you know, it's fine. I mean, at least Teddy Sears, Scott Menville, and the actress who plays Starfire with Christine Walsh, I think, something like that. They noticed my work. They're fine with it. And yeah, if I'm still waiting for the day until I get noticed by a big celeb. That'll be really cool. But you know, patience is a virtue. Yeah, I already mentioned my Star Wars plan, my winter break plans. What I'm doing for the winter break. Man, this vlog is like 17 minutes already. For the winter break, I'm trying to get a job so that way I can earn money during the winter break. And if I do get a job and I earn a lot of money, I'm gonna buy a lot of Star Wars sets. And that is, I am gonna buy the X-Wing, the Transporter, and the Anakin Jedi Interceptor. You know that the yellow ship. Yeah, because I remember that set when I was a little kid, and I thought, you know, why not buy another one? Plus, it has an R2D2, and I had an awesome plan for R2D2 when I make a custom. I showed it to my friends. They really liked it, so I was like, okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna do that. My breath stinks. I can tell. Also, during the winter break, I am planning to make more customs and more Transformers. Hopefully, if I have the time. I'm seeing Star Wars: The Force Awakens on Christmas Day with my family, if that's possible. I'm basically gonna relax and just kick back because it's a winter break, and my winter break is like a month long. It starts on December 18th up to January 24th, I believe, something like that. And then it's back to college for spring semester. So yeah, is there anything I need to say? I guess not really. Oh yeah, that's it. I remembered for the Arkham Knight showcase, the winner was actually Nightwing. But the thing is, I've been recently watching Young Justice, and I realized that Nightwing's in it. I mean, I'm not done with season 1 just yet. I'm not even halfway done with season 1. But you know, I noticed that Young Justice has their own version of Nightwing. And I have to say, I like this version of Nightwing a lot better than the Arkham Knight version. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a Young Justice custom, and I'm gonna make a Nightwing. And so that means I'm not gonna make the Arkham Knight Nightwing at all. So, which I'm fine with, because to be honest, his suit in the Arkham Knight isn't that great. I do prefer his Arkham City version a little bit, but you know, this is an Arkham Knight showcase, not an Arkham City or Arkham anything, just specifically Arkham Knight. So what I'm planning to make is an Arkham Knight Gordon, because I realized that not a lot of people made a Gordon figure, and that's what Dylan pointed me out, and oh yeah, I'm getting shouted to him again. He told me that yeah, no one has ever made an Arkham Knight Gordon before, so I was like, oh okay, I'm definitely gonna take that opportunity. If everyone else made a Nightwing or a Robin before, besides I already made a Robin anyway, so why bother? So yeah. Gordon's going to be in the showcase, and besides, he's actually one of the main characters anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say in this vlog. Finally, the battery's almost dying. I'm going to go brush my teeth, and I'm going to wash up. I'll see you guys later.